ColdwellBankerMoves.com offers the latest real estate technology, including streaming videos, more pictures, maps and directions, email alerts, and even neighborhood information. Visit ColdwellBankerMoves.com.
Cahow Nanny & Homes is a nationally recognized home builder committed to excellence since 1959, offering customers unparalleled value, service, choice, and attention to detail. Visit cahow.com.
Real estate, it's my passion. Exploring different neighborhoods, getting to the heart of why people call certain places home. I'm Jason Sheftel, real estate editor, New York Daily News. We're taking you to some of the most dynamic and diverse communities in the country. It's different and exciting every time out. Each neighborhood, a new journey. This is Best Places to Live. In this episode, breathtaking million-dollar views.
You could buy this for around 1.2.
Cross River, this gets you a one-bedroom at best. Art, culture.
At one point, New Jersey had the largest immigrant population of the country.
Nothing like a boat ride on a beautiful day. This is a real science center, isn't it?
We're the largest museum in New Jersey, and we get 600,000 visitors a year.
Oh, you're from Jersey? I say no, no, no. I'm from Hoboken.
What's the price per pound on that sucker? And your dad opened this place up. You like to wear those hats, huh? This is like a time capsule. Yet another Hoboken phenomenon, Carlo's Bake Shop. You came all the way from Pittsburgh?
I did.
All just a stone's throw away from the capital of the world. We're here on Jersey's Gold Coast.
I was raised here, and I'm gonna die here.
Jersey City and Hoboken, the crown jewels of the Gold Coast, that have in recent years become exciting places to live and work. Both are steeped deep in rich history, and today, the immigrant story is weaved into the very fabric of these cities. This is the same route, the same waters that the immigrants took when they came through Ellis Island. Can you imagine the hopes and the dreams and the thoughts that went through everybody's mind? You feel the same now as you approach it. A sense of it's real. You see this woman holding this torch on this great pedestal on this island, which you know is going to give you a birth to freedom, a birth to the rest of your life. The communities, the neighborhoods that were born in Hoboken and Jersey City, they came from the very people who came off of these boats from these waters. It's an emotion as much as it is a physical place. And New Jersey shares that with New York and with the rest of the country and the rest of the world. Being out on these waters, awestruck by the beauty of Lady Liberty, the symbolic power of Ellis Island, and the strength of the skyline, leaves me wanting to know more, to understand more. I'm coming to America. Jason Sheftel.
Good morning. Hello, I'm Michael Tipanaro. I'm the historian here at Liberty State Park.
Michael, how are you? What a beautiful place.
You got a beautiful place and beautiful weather today.
Can't wait to hear about it. You want to get started?
Sure we do. Let's go.
Michael, you have a pretty cool job. This immigrant walk. Tell me a little bit about that. Where am I right now?
Right now, you're standing in what's known as you're right between what's known as the concourse and the train shed for what was the Central Railroad of New Jersey.
Interesting.
This was their passenger service portion of it, and what became the rest of the park was where their freight and other operations.
So immigrants would actually come to Ellis Island, stay there until they were let go. At that point, they could choose between New York side and the Jersey side, I guess. What made them decide where to go?
Let's say you wanted to go to Albany. What Albany? Some people ended up on Albany Street.
Yep.
Others people up in Albany, New York.
So along the immigrant walk, what were they allowed to have with them? Their life belongings, a trunk each? What kind of possessions did they have?
They came with whatever they can carry. At one point, New Jersey had the largest immigrant population of the country. We've come through what's known as the baggage tunnel, and then right over here, we're going to go to where the immigrant waiting room was. They would come here from Ellis Island on a ferry boat. They would dock in one of these slips. And what you see on this side here, right behind us, this archway, that was like a drawbridge. They were greeted by the Statue of Liberty, processed it on Ellis Island, and then started their lives through this railroad station.
What's the draw for Liberty State Park right now?
It's described as the green oasis in this urban jungle we have here. We have Manhattan on the one side of us. We have Jersey City, which is going through a renaissance on the one side of us.
Okay, so what can you do here?
They can, have a picnic. They can see the views from here, take the family trip over to Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, temporary exhibits in our museum portion inside the terminal building. This is the second busiest state park in the country. We're second only to the Niagara Falls. Close to 6 million people a year coming through this park.
Amazing. Walking through here, you get a sense for the emotional importance Liberty State Park holds. You've got behind me the 9/11 Memorial with a view corridor right to the September 11th Ground Zero area. And you have Ellis Island around the corner. 150 years ago, people came into this country through that corridor. And now we can remember the people who passed away in America's worst attack ever in the same space and the same breath. So it's humbling and it's somber. So much about America happened where I stand now. From the waters of the New York Harbor to the streets of Jersey City, I couldn't stop thinking about our ancestors and their journey to America.
How are you?
For some, like the Vasquez family, living the American dream meant setting up home and shop right here in Jersey City.
I'd like to welcome you to Azúcar. Bienvenido a mi casa. My name is Nick Vasquez. Welcome to paradise. Tu casa. Home away from home.
What does this mean up here?
Oh, come y bebe que la vida es breve. Eat and drink, but life is short.
Dude, what are we serving that's great here still? What do we got?
You know what? Our fish is probably the best fish you're gonna ever eat in your life.
Really?
Florida red snapper is probably the best fish you're gonna eat.
How do you prepare it?
You know, we do it the old-fashioned way.
This is just good. It's as good as it gets.
As little as possible.
Really?
Well, that's how my mom told me. Because the less you do to quality things, the better it's gonna taste.
Look, it serves on Cuban paper. Come on, bring it here. What's this, shrimp? Oh, my God.
Right?
You grew up in this neighborhood.
There was nothing here. New Jersey gave the Spanish population, Cubans especially, it's an opportunity to live the American dream. I wanted to bring my food, which is Cuban food, which is Creole food, to the masses.
I mean, this is chicken fried steak, Cuban style.
We're making the moros en cristianos. This is a real staple food for all Cubans and all Latin. Oh, look, here.
What's he doing, plantains?
He's making the green plantains.
Green? Now, what makes them green? That's not green.
Because they are green.
Really?
They are green.
Homemade plantains. You beat Bobby Flay in a throwdown, didn't you?
I took him
Whoa,
down.
Tell me about that. Cubans don't back down from a throwdown, do they?
Are you crazy?
What'd you make? What was the product?
It was a Cuban sandwich.
Oh, it was?
The pork.
Yep.
Has to be cooked slow.
It's the pork. He's right. It's a slow-cooked pork.
Pickles. You just don't use any pickle. You use kosher pickle.
Kosher
Why?
pickle.
Well, it's next to
Jews
God.
and the Cuban,
We
they
gotta
get along a little bit, huh?
We are the Jews of the Caribbean. And needless to say, thank you.
Question is this, how many days ago was this on the tree?
I would say about a week.
That's all.
That's
1 week. No joke.
You know what? It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Bobby Flay, eat your heart out. This is Cuban food. With a content stomach, it was time to walk off that Cuban feast and check out one of the country's renowned science centers, Liberty Science Center.
Welcome to the Science Center.
This is a lot more than a museum, or this is a real science center, isn't it?
We have 300,000 square feet. We're the largest museum in New Jersey, and we get 600,000 visitors a year. We needed a place that inspired kids about science and technology. We're Thomas Edison here, we're Albert Einstein here, but we need to identify the next generation of people. Who are our next innovators? A great opportunity for people to catch up and learn with their kids. That's what we really want to engender, is family learning, family togetherness.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Let's show me what you got here.
All right. So we actually have 3 theaters. We have a gallery just for kids ages 2 to 6. Or we have stone xylophones. We have a giant climbing structure. We have a ball machine that
Very
shoots
interactive,
colored balls
very
in the air.
interactive.
Yes. And the little kids need their own space where they can do age-appropriate activities without the big kids pushing them out of the way.
Hi, Mr. Fishy. These fish came out of the Hudson River
Yes.
right here? You're
Yes.
not kidding me, right?
No, and
Is
they're...
that what science centers do?
I don't know if all science centers do that, but we try to be realistic, and this exhibit is about the Hudson River.
And what has the Science Center come to mean to the Jersey City community?
You know, I think it's a source of pride, and we really want to encourage everyone in Jersey City to view us as we're their neighborhood museum. That we're accessible, we're right on the light rail, We're friendly, we're open, we want you to come.
There you have it. You can be a scientist for a day. There's a reason Jersey City is so hot right now. It's 6 minutes to Wall Street by boat or train. The brownstones, residential towers, the sun always seems brighter over here. Hello?
Hi.
I'm Jason.
I'm Carolyn. Welcome to 77 Hudson.
So this building has become one of the top condominium rental combination buildings in this area.
It's so beautiful. The interior designs are gorgeous. The amenities are phenomenal. And you have such a great variety of floor plans, price ranges from which to choose. So really, no matter what you're looking for, you can find it here.
This is a one-bedroom apartment with a home office. 915 square feet, views of the Manhattan skyline, which might explain why this place is selling so well right now.
One home a day in this building, and we're now 72% sold.
That is an astronomical rebirth for this building and this neighborhood.
And a lot of people from New York came in, and they've been looking at the pricing in New York. They come here, it's beautiful, it's a phenomenal value compared to New York, and they buy immediately upon walking into the door.
This is a home.
Yeah, yeah.
What am I paying to live here?
You know, you could buy this for around 1.2, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, phenomenal views.
Across the river, this gets you a one-bedroom at best.
I know.
You guys have great little restaurants and Italian spots and steakhouses, little bars you can walk to from here.
Yeah, and so our New Yorkers love that. There's something for everyone here, and they can have a home that's less of a pain to take care of, and they're 5 minutes to work.
It's the things you don't know about Jersey City. Townhouses on Hamilton and Van Voorst Park rival those on Gramercy. There's a sailing school in Newport, a large mall you can walk to, and there's even an emerging artist scene. You can't visit Jersey City without taking in one of the most spectacular views in the world. The Manhattan skyline from this vantage point is simply poetic. Here at the Liberty House restaurant in Jersey City, guests are given a front row seat to something incredibly magical.
Hi, I'm Executive Chef Ken Tricolo, chef here at the Liberty House in Jersey City.
I mean, not a bad backdrop.
I can't tell you how many times some of us come upstairs still or outside and take a look at the view. It's pretty amazing.
So the cuisine here is American with continental flair?
Yeah, some French and Italian influences, definitely. We have duck on the menu. We also have your American classics, steaks and grilled fish. People come here from all over.
Did you have proposals? Yeah, weddings here, but do people get proposed here as well? Look at that. I would love to come out for a drink and get proposed right there.
Proposals, a lot of anniversaries, a lot of people coming back every year. You know, they're showing their kids the view. They're showing their kids how beautiful New Jersey is, you know, the parks and what we have to offer as a state. And just creates a really nice experience with the background, looking over New York.
This could be one of the finest places to sit down and have a drink and have a meal, isn't it?
I think it is.
Hoboken has a lot of nicknames, the most famous of which is the Square Mile City. You can walk or bike almost anywhere within 15 or 20 minutes. Another nickname that we like is the Sixth Borough. It's closer to the West Village, Chelsea, Tribeca, than the Upper East Side is. So Hoboken has become a very important part of the New York City living experience, as well as its own New Jersey stronghold.
Hi, I'm Bob Foster, director at the Hoboken Historical Museum, and you're here inside the museum with our current exhibit, Driving Under the Hudson.
Bob, this is someplace.
Thank you, thank you.
Take me back to the beginning of Hoboken.
Hoboken really starts to come into play after the Revolutionary War. So in the 1770s, a family came into town called the Stevens family. They were like a Renaissance family. The Stevens family bought the land that is all now Hoboken for about $3,000. They developed railroads. Hoboken really owes so much to that family. Hoboken is incorporated as a city in 1854. It's the time when they start to lay out the city, they start to build on the lots. The population in the 1850s, though, is only about 2,000 people. Today, we have about 54,000 people.
How did the tunnels change all that? And I know the tunnels played a big role in Hoboken's present and its future.
So at a certain point, they realized, like when the heyday of cars is coming in and trucking, they didn't want to depend on ferries to get all that commerce across.
And the Holland Tunnel, if not incorrect, came first?
This would be the 85th anniversary of the Holland Tunnel. The shortest point between Manhattan and Jersey is at that section.
How important has this place become to the Hoboken community?
I think it's become very important. There aren't that many full-time cultural institutions in town. We're open full-time, and we do change exhibits regularly.
Hoboken has a great art scene.
Now you could say the manufacturing is geared more towards, individual artists creating their artwork.
And of course, filmmaking has always been a big thing here, Sinatra, but you had On the Waterfront film here with Brando.
That is our big claim to fame with films. We did an exhibit a few years ago. It was called On the Waterfront, starring Hoboken, New Jersey. Really, the beauty of that film for us is that it's all shot on location in Hoboken.
What a gem of a little museum. Such respect and care for all that's happened here and will happen here. There's so much to learn inside these walls.
Hello, I'm Alan Kratz from NJ Transit. Hoboken Terminal is one of our premier historic stations.
This building is absolutely magnificent.
It really is.
How old is this structure and how did the color get this way? Architects pray for this color.
Well, they do. And this is 100 years of copper aging in place.
What was the railroad called?
It was the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad.
Everyone wants to know the million-dollar question. What is Lackawanna? We can see it from both sides of the river. Boats drive by. What is Lackawanna?
Well, it was one of the place names along the route of the original railroad. This is the last station where we still have, in the United States, trains and ferries operating out of the original structure.
Today, with all the combination, trains, buses, how important is this as a transportation hub for Hoboken and the state of New Jersey, and what kind of mass can it handle?
Hoboken Terminal is very important today because it very much contributes to the life of the city, one of the most active on the New Jersey transit system. They didn't cover the track. The exhaust from the steam engines would go right up. You're in the main waiting room of Hoboken Terminal. This was really meant to be an entry point for railroad passengers back in 1907 when this was built. It was meant to say you've really arrived somewhere.
And I understand you have here one of the largest rooms in the world at the time it was built, which is the waiting area for the ferry passengers?
That's right. The ferry concourse, when it was built, was one of the largest spaces in the world, unobstructed by columns. It's 400 feet long, longer than a football field, 70 feet wide, 29.5 feet high. It was designed so that when there was congestion on the river, fog, extra traffic, all these rail passengers had a place to wait.
In a way, this is Hoboken's version of the Seattle Needle, the Empire State Building. That's what this is to Hoboken, isn't it?
It is very iconic to Hoboken.
Paris, London, Munich. They ain't got nothing on Lackawanna. This is truly a world-class historic structure. Hey, guys. What's the specials today? Hoboken has a tremendous sense of history. Trulio's and other places like it are part of that history. Ribeye?
Ribeyes.
That's a ribeye, huh?
I'm Joe Trulio. This is my brother Steve, and we're the owners of Trulio's Meat Market here in Hoboken.
And your dad opened this place up, right?
In 1952.
What's truly fantastic about Trulio's is the place opened up in 1952 by a World War II veteran. Of course, his last name was Trulio. How long have you been doing it for?
Oh, I'm doing it since I'm 9 years old.
People love Trulio's.
Oh, yeah, because we cut fresh meat and we deliver.
You deliver. If I'm sitting home today, I want a couple steaks, you can get it to my house?
Right.
Around the corner from here is the original entrance to the original butcher before they moved it here to Park Avenue. This is like a time capsule. If I was to close my eyes and say, take me back to a butcher shop in 1952, they'd take me right here, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Whose hats are those?
My dad's.
Yeah, he passed away in 1992.
Did he still hang out back here?
Yeah, he did. He didn't work in the new store.
Salt of the earth, these guys. They should have an endangered list for old world places like this. All their lives, they've been part of this neighborhood. Every great neighborhood deserves a Trulio's. Yet another Hoboken phenomenon, Carlo's Bake Shop. You came all the way from Pittsburgh? I did. Next in line, whether it's Carlo's Confections or a Sunday brunch fit for a king, Washington Street in Hoboken is chock full of some of the best eateries and bars this side of the river.
Oh, you're from Jersey? I say no, no, no. I'm from Hoboken. In 1895, the building was built as the Madison Hotel.
Was it really? You got going on inside?
Inside, we got a lot of food, a big buffet.
Talk about energy and verve. Madison Bar and Grill has it all. Jazz, good grub, flowing taps, and an owner who loves the neighborhood as much as he does his customers. This is a great neighborhood joint.
Another thing I want you guys to look at is as I walk out the door of the Madison, the view of the Empire State Building, which the view of the skyline of New York, I never ever get sick of.
It's really like your own personal postcard night and day.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, you got to
check
see.
this out.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the view outside.
On my phone. I'm Dave Coney, and I own the Madison Bar and Grill right here in Hoboken, not New Jersey, Hoboken.
And if you'd like to place an order for some history with your pint, then look no further than Elysian's Cafe.
Hi there. My name's Eugene Flynn. I'm the owner of the Elysian Cafe here in Hoboken. They built it in 1895 as a bar.
1895 as a bar.
And it's been running as a bar
Called the Elysian?
called the Elysian Cafe since then.
You're really blessed by locations.
Yeah, Hoboken, in 1 square mile, we have over 130 different food and beverage establishments, and to be right here on the main street, Washington, really helps it.
So how do you compete? 130, how do you survive?
We serve good food. That helps, you know, when you have an inviting and atmosphere where you make people feel comfortable and give them good hospitality. We do steak frites. We do all kinds of wonderful sandwiches. We have a warm, inviting bar that people come into. They have a couple pops and then something to eat. The thing that's interesting about the bar is that they were finding very interesting woods in Cuba at the time, and it's all Cuban mahogany, and it's a one piece, the whole bar. It's truly beautiful. It really is a wonderful place.
Hi, it's Francesco Mazzaferro from Coldwell Banker in the Hoboken office.
So I hear Hoboken is your town. You really understand how to sell this place.
Of course.
What's so special about living here?
You are so close to New York. It's 1 square mile. You are between Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel. Over 50% of people here work in Manhattan.
What kind of properties do you have available for us to see today?
We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and we're going to see a brownstone.
So how long will a place like this typically stay on the market for?
Less than 30 days.
That fast?
Yes.
Is it the location, the appeal, the size?
Location, it's the size, and a lot of original details and the great condition of the home.
What a perfect house for
Yeah, you have a pocket
single
door.
couples. Yeah, these original pocket doors with the glass.
You have a master bedroom in the front and then second bedroom in the back.
Is this house priced at $599 to sell?
Price absolutely resale.
So this is one beautiful brownstone.
It is. Amazing location.
So a family will be very happy here.
4-bedroom. 4-level. Great living room, dining room on the main floor with an extension on the back.
It's in good condition. So
Amazing.
It doesn't get better than this, does it?
No.
History, views, great people, the food, the brownstone lined streets, and the glass towers in the sky. This Gold Coast would make me proud to live in New Jersey. It's the combination of all of it that makes this one of the best places to live in the world, now and forever. Join us next time on Best Places to Live in New Jersey. This is Jason Sheftel.
ColdwellBankerMoves.com offers the latest real estate technology, including streaming videos, more pictures, maps and directions, email alerts, and even neighborhood information. Visit ColdwellBankerMoves.com.
Cahow Nanny and Homes is a nationally recognized home builder committed to excellence since 1959, offering customers unparalleled value, service, choice, and attention to detail. Visit cahow.com.